Hey guys, it's Autumn and I'm here with another sketchbook tour. I know we just recorded one of these not too long ago, but I did just finish this and I really wanted to share it with you while it was still current and new and fresh to me. So I wanted to just quickly touch on the stickers here first, and then I'll show you the inside and talk about what I liked about the sketchbook and show you my next one. So the stickers on the front here are pretty easy. We've got an Unisonus sticker from the channel that no longer exists. A Supernatural sticker from a show that is no longer running, which makes me sad, but I do love this sticker. There's a Space Gay sticker from my wife, a GSA sticker that I have on most of my sketchbooks, a Bend, Oregon sticker from my wife's grandmother, and I have the Sketchbox stickers here, which I received as Christmas gifts throughout the year. It's a long-running Christmas gift. I've got this sticker from a print that I received, and I have this vaccination sticker, though this is not my vaccination sticker. My vaccine I did not get a sticker with. So we'll start on the inside. So these were my rough sketches for the first page of the sketchbook. I kind of went with something like this, but the first little bit of sketching in here is not my favorite. So we've got our introduction page. I don't love this drawing, but it was pretty decent for when I did it. So we've got Sketchbook 7. I started this on March 31st, which is 2 days after my birthday, and I finished this on September 7th, which is kind of funny to me that I finished the 7th sketchbook on the 7th day of a month. So the first couple pages in here I don't mind too much. I was trying a different way of going about my drawing. So instead of using a lot of guidelines and using all of like the rigid structure that I was using in these ones, I left it really loose and just kind of, let me zoom in a bit more, give a bit better of a view. So instead of all the sketch lines, I just kind of drew everything as it was. It's feeling a little weird about my art at this point, so it's a bit different than it normally is, but just trying to play and get a feel for what I liked. Just some more playing. I actually turned this into a sticker. It's a little different than this, but this was the base idea. I used this drawing as the base for it and then took the plant ideas for it. I received some scrapbooking pens from my grandmother, so this is just me playing with them here. And then I used crayons to color these in because I had crayons out. And these were the designs for my spring garden stickers that I made. These were the teapot and teacup stickers that I created as well. And this is the planning for my spring print that I did. I love these two sketches a whole lot. I think she's really cute and flowy. And then I just like the line work that I did for the top of her. These were Draw This in Your Styles that I was playing with that I never finished. So this is Light Prawn. And then I never wrote down whose this was. So this must have been off of Artful or something. And I didn't take down the thing. This was just me sketching, and I ended up really loving the proportioning on this. So I took a picture and posted it, I think, on my Artful as well, and I really liked this. More doodling. This is also planning for the spring print. I think this is the base illustration I went with when I went into the final version of it, and then just playing around with posing and how I like to do the really free-form faces. Rough art day is all I can say for these. Kim Possible and Shigo from Kim Possible. I started watching it with my wife, and so I drew them. This was a reference. This was a girl in a raincoat, and I gave her an umbrella. It's not exact, but I did like the way it came out, and I did kind of Shigo's energy as the accent for this. This is washi tapes that I've received from artists that I like. So Casey Golden, Bailey J, Casey Golden. And then Ron and Kim Possible, and a little fairy doodle. Mermaids for Mermay. I was playing with that. This was an art trade that I did with Kanisha Art on Instagram. And this is the sketch that I used for the final. I don't love the way the legs look looking back on it, but I don't mind it. And I love the way these mermaids came out. More mermaid, and just kind of drawing and trying to figure out what my style looks like still. I like the shading on these mermaids. I think they look really neat. But beyond that, they're not my favorites that I did. I went to a bagel shop in Potsdam called Park Bros, and I drew some people. I drew Jack, I think, is who this is supposed to be. And this is a shark boy. And then this was drawing from reference, and I ended up really liking this one. So this is all pose reference off of a pose generator website. I don't remember which one. But I like this pose, and I think this came out really close to how the model looked. More posing, and then this is the same girl that I drew before, though. I think I ruined her with the gray. These were planning for a large painting I was doing. That painting was ruined, but I hope to do it again and make it done. More mermaids for mermaid and doodling and not really knowing what the heck I'm doing with my style. I think she came out really cute, and I love the hair on this one. So I'm pretty positive about all my mermaids this year. I like them quite a bit. So we've got this one and this one, also mermaids, and then just doodling to get warmed up. And I think they both came out quite nice. They're not perfect, but I do like them. Flower shop guy, I don't remember why I drew him, but I do. I remember him vividly. He's like the mascot for the sketchbook for me. And then we've got a fairy. I draw quite a bit of fairies in this one for some reason. I'm not sure why. She's a weird mermaid. She's probably my least favorite, but I think she's also the last one I did. And then I was planning out an illustration for the fall update that I ended up doing. I drew Jack kind of coming into a landing because there was a fun pose that I saw. This is my character Lee, or Leah. I drew them in the digital sketchbook video that I did. So if you're interested in a little bit more about them, they're mentioned in that video and talked about briefly, but I don't want to talk about them too much. I was watching The Simpsons, so this is a list of all the things that changed between like season 1 and 2 and the later seasons, so I just made a list of that. This was practice for my big painting I was going to do. Just some sketching. I quite like these doodles. I think they're quite nice. I like her hair. This was a ceremony my wife and I had that was very fun. Doodles, I'm playing around with this like blue brush pen. It's the Sennelier brush pen that I showed in my Sketch With Me video. A sepia micron pen that I got that I was playing with. And then a little duck, I don't remember why. My character Alex, trying to come up with a new outfit for her, and then my character Jack. More Alex, more Jack, just kind of doodling, having a hard time figuring out what I want to do, but just playing. Pen doodles, I was at home, so I didn't want to get out all of my stuff. So this is just pen doodles of Alex and some other characters. This is Essek from Critical Role. Just wanted to draw him. I don't love the way he came out, but he's cute. And then some doodles. Caleb quote, because of course you need one of those. Just some poses and referencing. I did a finished piece of this. This is on my Instagram, my Artful, and I believe I showed the time-lapse for this in my digital compilation as well. Another fairy drawing, and then just some reclined posing. More Alex, just playing with some markers, more pen doodles with the Sennelier brush pen and normal pen. More Alex. This was me planning out doing D&D commissions. I still do accept Dungeons & Dragons commissions if you are interested. I do those characters. I'll do anybody's characters pretty much, except for anything that is animal-based. But this is the sketch for the final version of Alex's new design, also in that speed paint compilation video. This is more planning for that, not really of interest. So this is me playing around with body shapes and faces a bit more, kind of getting a grasp on how I want to do things. So this is like an air Jensei, or Ganassi, I guess is what some people call them. I always say Jensei for some reason. My character Jack, I ended up really liking this portrait. It's not perfect, but I think it looks pretty good for me. And then I like these two girls quite a bit. More playing with body shape. I don't like her boobs are like too far apart for my liking. I like her. I feel like this works well for the ocean. I still want to turn this little sketch into a drawing at some point. Just moods, I guess. I got a set of pastel Tombow markers, which is this, and a couple of extras. And then this was a Draw This in Your Style that I completed. That is on my Artful if you're interested. More playing with body shapes here. I do a lot of that in the later parts of the sketchbook. And then just drawing me, manifesting positive energy, a guinea pig, and then I really like her. I don't love her hair, but I like the way the scales came out on her body. I think it looks really neat. Draw This in Your Styles that I never finished. I think maybe I finished this one, but Draw This in Your Style I didn't finish, but I like the sketch of. Doodling, coming up with ideas, doodling. I'm going to kind of quickly flip through this stuff because these are spoilers for more upcoming videos. And then this stuff should be okay to show. So this is the fairy art that I was working on. I wanted to do like a really big ladybug and a tiny fairy and kind of play around with leaf patterns. This was the idea, the first initial idea for the outfit, but I never could figure out what I wanted. Doodling, some clothes, messing around with the same color palette on like a female character and a male character, so Jack and just this lady I drew. This was an art trade that I did that I don't think I shared, but that I did finish. And I got a drawing of Jack, a weird pose because it's what I do. Really large headed lady. More Anna. I don't like her face shape though, it's not quite right. Playing around with hands because it's what I've been trying to work on lately. And just kind of drawing in red pencil in general because I didn't have a purple one, I think. This is Gina. This is the final sketch, one of the final sketches that I did for Gina. A character you haven't met yet, and just kind of drawing. I was having a hard time coming up with things to draw and just like keeping inspired. So this page is a little lackluster in that regard. Just doodling, really. There's not a lot of thought behind all of these. It's just kind of getting ideas and sketches out. Michael's updated design. I love this. Character you haven't met yet, but trying to figure out a good pose for her. Drawing myself a little bit in an outfit that I kind of have. More Michael. This is what's underneath his big flowy cloak thing. At least this is my design of it. This was something that I was working on for my campaign. This is Michael and his sister May in their mermaid forms, but this isn't final. This is just me playing. Halloween sticker IDing. A tiny Michael. He's so cute. I love him. He baby. Pose studies, trying to get more comfortable with the body because I'm not very good at these like 3/4 body views or like a side body view. So I've been practicing and trying to do that better. Drawing Michael and May in their mermaid forms a bit more, and then just me feeling like the head doesn't match the body very well for that drawing. More pose study. I like this face a lot. Like, I don't know what about it, but I really like this face. Coming up with ideas for my tattoos. Little mushrooms. This is when I was working on my mushroom stickers. And then just posing, drawing Anna yelling for Eris after a session we played. And then more Michael, just kind of sitting. Authorial's ring. More Anna. Me trying to draw a poem for once. And then like a height chart. So poem's the tallest, and then Michael's tiny boy. Eileen is not super tiny, but is kind of short. Aggro is short. And then Gina's kind of tall. This is story stuff, so if you are in my campaign, you better stop watching now so you don't spoil things for yourself on accident by reading this. But this is Anna, just kind of sketching her out. Drew some dragon wings. I liked this character, like, silhouette. And then this is a character I will be introducing in my campaign. If you're interested in reading the notes, if you can, pause it and read it for yourself, but I'm going to continue. So another fairy character. This was the idea for the print was she was going to be like a mushroom and fall flower themed one, and then I dropped it. These are my little planner stickers. If you are interested in them, they are on my Etsy. These are my witch doodles that eventually came to this illustration, which I did finish, and you can get as a glossy print on my Etsy as well. I like her though. I like the way she came out. She just looks very good. I mean, I'm not great with hats, but I think it came out good. Fan art territory. So if you are not caught up on the Percy Jackson series, I'm going to recommend you fast forward past this fan art section, just so you don't get yourself spoiled, because I will talk very mild spoilers for at least Percy Jackson, the Olympians, and Heroes of Olympus. So don't watch this part. Okay. So this is Percy. I give him a bunch of beads because he's been at camp at least. God, he would at least be a camper for like 10 years at this point. So Percy, I drew myself as a camper, so I gave myself like a cropped Half-Blood shirt and the shorts, and then I drew my wife as a daughter of, I believe she's supposed to be Aphrodite, is what we decided. So she's got a shirt, shorts, and she's practicing archery because she always has wanted to. So this is more spoiler territory because I'm going to talk Heroes of Olympus. So I did Annabeth with not even an accurate number of beads, but that's what I did. I was going to draw Grover, but I realized I can't draw goats or goat legs, so it's a problem. I drew the Yankee cap, and I tried to draw her dagger, just so I have the reference. I did Hazel snapping because of her ability to control the mist. I drew Piper kind of pouty because that's just, you know, how Piper's introduced, I feel like. So I did her that way. We've got older Nico, so it's him towards the end of Heroes of Olympus, so a bit more mature. And then we've got my boy Leo with his fire powers and his belt, and, you know, the suspenders, even though canonically he hates them. We've got Jason, who I didn't give a lot of thought to because I don't like Jason very much as a character, but he's okay. We've got Talia. I did not give her symbol of being a huntress, but I did give her, this is meant to be her spear. It is a digital drawing of her, and then her shield, Aegis. And then I did her a bit more aged up, even though she would only really be 16 still as a huntress. But and then we got Danny Phantom and Authorial. So we did, my wife and I were doing a like sword-based prompt list for September. We've kind of fallen off the wagon on that, but I did Authorial's blade for Shadow, and then I also drew Authorial's ring because that's what he became. And then I did Danny Phantom stuff because I want to do Danny Phantom stickers. So I drew Danny, and I'm going to do the fishing rod, and then I drew the Phantom version of him, and I like the way this one came out. And then I drew Sam, but she doesn't look quite proportional in this. I did fix this in a digital sketch. This was a video. This is my boys, Jack and Simon. I drew them in a Sketch With Me video, so you've probably seen this. These are sketches of old pieces of mine. I'm planning on redoing them. I don't know if that'll make them a video, but I am planning on redrawing them. You probably do recognize at least this one from a video, because she's the girl that had the buttons on her jacket and like the really bright mint hair. And then I don't remember if I did a video of her, but I'm redoing her as well. And then I got the Colors of the World crayons, which I have here actually. Got these, and I played around with them a little bit. So I gave some color to these pages here. This was playing around with posing. This is also for a video, so I'm going to pop past these real quick. And we are at the end already. So my last day with this sketchbook was September 7th, like I said. So I didn't really know what to do, so I was doodling a bit and playing around with stuff and just trying to fill this page, and then I did. This is the last page, so it took me 5 months to fill this sketchbook just about. And I thought for a fun comparison, I would draw myself again. I'd redraw myself better than I drew it the first time. So when you flip, you can look at the old one, and if I can grab a page, you can look at the old one and the new one and see the development in my art style a little bit. So I don't love this illustration. I think my eyes are just a little too far apart, but I do think it looks far better than the first one. And then the last couple pages here are like swatch pages. So this is all of the skin tones kind of done in their gradients, me playing around with their rubber tipped markers. They're kind of weird. And then swatches of all of the skin tones. So, and then that's it. And I don't have anything in this pocket this time, I'm fairly certain. Oh no, I do. I have some stuff. Okay. So I've got a Casey Golden business card. I've got something my brother drew. I've got a sticker that my little sister gave me that I never put anywhere. And then I've got a scrap of Mel's tissue paper. Small art. I ordered from her ages ago now, but some of her stuff. So that's all that's in the pocket this time. It's not anything crazy. And then the back is empty as per normal. And yeah, that's Sketchbook 7. So let me show you what I have for Sketchbook 8 so far, which is not a lot because I just started this. So working on stickers, and I'll have a lot of stickers yet. This one's mine, but so I've already kind of done the first page here, and I'm working on something for a festival, and then just kind of drawing. So I haven't done a lot yet. I'm working on it, but this is going to be the next sketchbook that I work on. So you'll be seeing this in future videos, I'm sure, because I would like to do more sketch with me videos and just kind of doodly videos. Something easier to work on and more relaxed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit like and subscribe if you are not already. If you are interested in any of the products that I have been drawing, because I'm sure I've showed you the final versions throughout this video, make sure to go over to my Etsy and see if you'd like to purchase any of them for yourself. Beyond that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone!